All right, there we go. I'm going to make a quick announcement on the various forms of social media. Plug and not lose. There we go. There we go. We are live. How's everyone doing? There's actually nobody here, so not that it really matters much, but it's fine. I guess I will wait until somebody comes in and I will start actually making noise and talking and whatever. No. Although I guess if anyone wants to watch this later, this part's gonna be really boring, but I think we'll deal with that when we get there. I mean, it's a minute and seconds. Oh boy. Well, I just don't really know what to say, but I'm just gonna work on these, have some fun. Hour for 5 minutes or so. Come hang out. Pursuit. Livestream. Oh, not love stream. Could you imagine just a love stream? That's probably called a pornography. Here we go. Alright, so that's that. Actually, you know what? I'll take this time. So this will kind of be a story for anyone who decides to watch this after the fact. Got really excited. So anyone who's been following my Twitter or anything kind of knows that I've been working at 3 in the morning. I did that for a whole week, which is not. I mean, it's just a week, right? It's a week of hell. You get over it. But my boss was really appreciative. But I didn't know how appreciative until I get to work today, and I get there and he gets really excited and he's running like he's kind of cornered me by the stock room and he's like come here, oh my god, come here, and I'm like all right, whatever, and he's like I'm your boss, I could just like tell you but tell you to come here instead of asking nicely, and I'm like all right, whatever. He probably just wants me to help him with some stock, and then I didn't realize how full receiving was, and there's about 50 of those shopping carts, and they're blocking the door. And he's like, I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna help him clear the carts. And this is my boss, is not a small man. He is a burly, kind of a beast man, and he's throwing these shopping carts all, and I'm like, what the fuck? He's just an animal going after these carts, and I'm a little intimidated. But either way, whatever, it's all bueno. Eventually we get to this big box and he punches, like full blown punches this innocent box and reaches in and pulls out this thing. And I'm not too sure what it is at the moment. I'm like, all right, whatever. It's just like a thing. It turns out to be a hedgehog, stuffed animal. And anyone who knows me knows I am unhealthily obsessed with hedgehogs. I have over 300 stuffed hedgehogs, plus candle holders, cups, plates, bowls, what you name it. If it is a thing, I have it in hedgehog form. And so I'm like, oh my god, that's so cute. He rips off the tag, has this shit-eating grin on his face, and is like, because I know you hate the 3 in the mornings and you really wanted to like die, but you still said yes anyway and still helped us out. And I'm like, wait, that's fucking great, man. So I ended up with a stuffed hedgehog. I'm gonna go get my scissors actually, so I'm gonna be right back. Also, so my adventures of the week, I was going through my old Facebook from when I was like 14, 15, 16. Yeah, those were a fucking delight. I remembered, but I hadn't realized quite how much I was obsessed with Star Trek, the 1960s Star Trek, when I was in high school. And I recovered some old gems, such as the Kirk and Spock Nine Inch Nails video, as well as the conspiracy theory ish I had that Katy Perry's E.T. was based on Kirk and Spock, which I re listened to it, and you guys, um, y'all can't sway me on that one. It is definitely about Kirk and Spock. I also had forgotten quite how obsessed I was with X-Men at the time. First Class had just come out, and like I kind of grew up with X-Men a little bit. My parents were really into it, but I hadn't quite gotten into it. And then First Class came out, and dang, I rewatched the movie just because I'm like, whoa, I was really obsessed with this in high school. Let's go see what it was all about. I forgot how ridiculously homoerotic it was. Holy. So that was been my adventure of the week, other than the week of hell. Also, I've gotten back into playing Tomodachi Life because I guess I like playing really pointless games that have no meaning. But so I'm just doing the ears on this fox now. Well, yeah, he's gonna be a fox actually. I don't remember if I've named him or not. I think it's Novka. It's like a Polish name. Also, yeah, for the past couple months, it's been like actually it's been since December. It's been almost a whole year. I've been learning Polish. I don't feel like I've learned very much because I can't speak it very well because I can't accent very well. But I can read it. So I found like a Nicholas Sparks book, this Polish one at a at Value Village. And I was like, whatever, let's just see if I can read any of it. And I can read a solid like 6 word per page now. And for someone who's like taking breaks here and there, not doing it every day, like that's not bad, really. Of course, I can say simple things, but oh, hey, there's a person here. Holy, hello, person. I'm just rambling and not saying anything meaningful, but it's good to have somebody else here while I ramble. There we go. This guy's gonna have magnetic ears. They're I've never used this kind of magnet. I've always used those like neoplate nickel, the tiny, tiny ones. These I've never used, but my work's been out of the regular ones for like it's been a solid 4 months, fam, and I'm not sure if we're ever actually gonna get any back. So, rip me, I guess. Uh, but we're gonna see. I guess that's been kind of an indicator on how long it's been since I have actually used magnets in fursuits, but I don't know, those pre-mades I made, I just didn't feel like they were. Why put that much more effort into magnetic stuff? But whatever, it's getting done. There we go. So, actually, on the topic of Star Trek, I realized, like, I know I don't like the new Star Trek. That's kind of a thing I already know about myself. But I was very angry about it back in the day. Like furious. It was I pretty much reacted based on my old post that like somebody had come to my house and murdered my dog. I was an angry child. There we go. We're getting our magnets on. This guy's gonna have some wiggly wobbly flopsy wopsy ears. It's gonna be a fucking delight. Alrighty, here you are, my boy. I'm just gonna hold them down. I'm gonna put some compressed air over top of them real quick, just to set the glue a little faster. So it's gonna be kind of loud, I think. There we go. Hello, A. Johnson. You're a delight. There we are. So we're just gonna look at that. Look how wiggly they are. Oh man, that's delightful. Alright, time to do the other ear now. So as you can see, the ears have several layers. I believe there's 4 layers on them. Let's see. Well, technically 1, 2, 3, 4. There's actually only 3 layers, but then there's a little outline up there, which I'm just gonna glue on now. Which way do they go? Do they go up? Yes. Yeah, they go up. Hello, blank Majira meme. I'm pretty dang great, thanks. I'm just rambling, but if there's anything y'all want to talk about, that's cool beans with me. There we go. The ear is all done. I could never be a video game live streamer just because I would sit there. Oh shoot, this is on the wrong side. Ha ha ha! I'm a delight. Just because I never have anything to talk about, so half the time I just sit there and just like stare angrily. I have terrible resting bitch face, so probably not. It's probably for the best that I do not live stream video games. Although unless it's Animal Crossing, I'm not very entertaining anyway. I don't know. I think Animal Crossing is the one game where I end up swearing violently at. It's mostly because I can never catch like the really big fish. I get way too excited. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna catch this thing, and then it runs. It's gone. I miss it. Although fishing, whatever, but it's the diving in New Leaf that gets me. Like, how the hell do you catch those? Like, they hide near the edges where you can't reach them. They know you can't reach them. Oh shoot! I'm just banging everything around, aren't I? Oh, we've lost a member. It's alright. I know I'm boring. Sorry. There we go. Also, hot damn, Adventure Time, fam. Like, again, based on old posts, I was obsessed with it when it first came out, and I was quite the avid bubbling shipper in the early days of it. And now it's canon, and I kind of want to die of happiness, of course, but like, it's pretty freaking amazing to me. It's one of those thank you, Father, for the fruit. Also, I kind of hate myself. Oh, I haven't seen the bitch. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I've been keeping up with it. Honestly, it's been one of the shows that I watch every new episode of. But yeah, any representation is good representation. I'm not really one of those people that's like, oh my god, there should have been more. I mean, I understand. There's a whole culture thing to it. Not everyone is open and accepting, especially parents. Parents are the worst, man. But actually, I kind of want to die. At work today, I'm leaving. My coworker looks at me. She's like, "Hey, see you later. Take it easy." And I meant to mean like, oh yeah, no, I like to take it easy, but I looked at her, I'm like, Easy is my middle name. And we just kind of stared at each other blankly for a few seconds just to let it register that I said what I said. Kind of a it's kind of a nightmare to be honest, because she's like this nice Christian girl who doesn't really say anything bad and is always very polite and never doesn't make those kinds of jokes. I don't. I wasn't intending to either, but Myth has a terrible, terrible tongue. Let's flip. Oh man. Okay. You know what? I gotta entertain y'all. Okay. The one person here. So I want to tell you about, if you're okay with it, I want to tell you about this lady at work. So freaking delight, man. So she's standing in like the little jewelry section that we have at my work, and I was a little bored, but it's also part of my job just to give nice customer service. So I go up to her. I'm like, "Hey, are you finding everything okay?" And she was like, you know what? Not really. I need to find some stuff to decorate a memorial." And she was a bit older, so I was assuming it was like her husband or something. So I'm like, you know what? I'm really sorry about that. Let me try to help you. What kind of theme are we going for? And she's like, oh, it's a psychic theme. I'm like, all right, they were probably hippies way back when. I was like, sure, whatever. I'm like, yeah, we have some Om symbols. There's a Buddha here. Is that kind of what you're looking for? She's like, no, I'm looking for like talismans and like things to represent a third eye. And like, I don't judge. You do you, whatever you want. But it was still a little weird. So I'm like, we don't really. We have this palm with some decoration, and there's an eye in the palm. And she's like, oh my god, that's perfect. I'll need a few of them. I'm like, that's fine. She's like, is there anything else kind of psychic themed? I'm like, I don't think so, but we'll keep taking a look. And I was looking through the aisle, and she's telling me about her plans to decorate this memorial. I'm thinking, wow, that's a lot of work that she's putting into this. Like, they must have been really close. And then she tells me she wants, oh, I want something cat themed too. Like, oh, so psychic and cat themed? She's like, yeah, I'm going to have it for a psychic fair. I'm like, oh, so thinking in my head, so okay, nobody died, so all right, that's cool beans at least. And then I was like, oh, you're doing a memorial, like, are you selling it there? She's like, no, it's to show because it's for my cat. I'm like, oh, it's a memorial with psychic imagery for her cat. So this is where I made my biggest mistake. I asked her, how long ago did your cat die? Like genuinely sympathetic. She looked at me dead ass in the eye and said, 1992. But he just lost all of his 9 lives, so that's why he can communicate with her now again. I'm gonna let that sink in for a hot second. Her cat died in 1992, used up all of his 9 lives, and now can communicate with her. And I'm just like, all right, lady, like, woof, that you're an adventure and a half here. But whatever, I was determined to give her the best fucking service of her life. So we're still looking around. We find these rocks and stones to decorate the memorial to and everything. And then I spent almost 2 full hours. It was a solid hour and 40 minutes at minimum that I spent with this lady. And at near the end of it, she asked me for some freaking solar powered lights. And this was a couple months ago, man. So like we hadn't gotten summer stuff in yet. So I told her, I'm sorry, we normally get those for summer, but we haven't gotten our shipment in yet. So I don't think we have any, but you know what, let's go check just in case. And so we get to the lighting and candle aisle and stuff, and I'm like, I'm sorry, we don't have any. And she looks at me, she pulls some off the shelf. They're not solar powered. She's like, these are battery powered. I wanted solar powered, powered by the sun. And I'm like, did I just get mansplained to by like this fucking 60-year-old lady? It is a delight. Oh, you're good too. Well, whatever. Somebody will have a fun time listening to my story about the fucking cat seance lady. Yeah, that's another problem with live streams. Like, I don't actually think about like people who are gonna be watching this later. I'm just like, hey, there's people here now. I gotta talk, but now there's nobody. So, but then again, let's like, I'm not trying to be negative here, but how many people are actually gonna be watching this, like in the future? That's all right. I don't mind. I just want to have some fun, and I'm doing this anyway, so might as well just like show people what I'm doing. Sorry, and there's my boss is like, my boss and I exchange books a lot, and then we kind of have like this pseudo reading club where we start freaking out about very important things that happen. And I loaned her the Night Runner series, and she's almost done it actually. I think she has like a book and a half left, two books left, and she's kind of going down. And it's kind of great. Oh hey, another person. Hello, friendo. Actually, now that I'm on this topic, I'll just have some shitty work stories. Yeah, hell yeah, let's do that. So I worked at a funeral home for like 5.5 years now, and this one time, like, and I swear to God, so this one time, these people, like, there were these two sons, and their father passed away. And as far as I knew, it was just like the two sons, and there was a daughter who was kind of estranged, but they hadn't really talked about her much, so I wasn't really expecting anything. Not a big deal. It's not abnormal. I've seen a lot where parents and siblings, whatever, aren't on good terms. But we're kind of doing the consultation where we decide flowers and what we're doing with ashes and whatnot. And then like this, we're talking about that, and then the lady just like bursts through the door, and she doesn't ask anything until, except she bursts in and she's like, "Hey, so what did he leave me?" That was the first thing she said attending her dad's funeral consultation. So people are kind of shitty, to be honest, but kind of makes me appreciate good families more, I guess, or just healthy relationships in general. Oh, I messed up. It's a little too short. That's all right. Let's see if I can. I'll carve it down. Oof, that's a little warm. Sorry, though. It's on low heat. I just bought a package of glue sticks. I have no idea where they went, but I bought them 2 days ago. Michael's 50% off coupon. Fuck yeah. Or 55, I think. Fuck yeah. It's the only time I buy anything, to be honest. There we go. So, mystery person, who are you? I want to see. Do you tell me, or are you just a user? A random anonymous person. I don't know. Tell me your favorite book. Tell me your favorite movie. Tell me your life. I guess I should be the one doing that. Dang. Alright, books. So y'all already know about Night Runner. That's kind of obvious. But oh, did I mention I don't know if I mentioned this last live stream. I don't rewatch my live streams, they're just way too long. But Jin Hale did actually the Lords of the White House. Now, there's another series to that, Champion of the Scarlet Wolf, and I had heard about her books for years, but they were impossible to find in Canada, so I had never read them. And then I found the two Champion of Scarlet Wolf books just at a random used bookstore. They were pretty expensive considering they're used books, but I was like, whatever, I'll pick these up, and maybe one day I'll find the sequels. Well, never, or sorry, the prequels, but I had never seen them. They never showed up at any used bookstore. Online they were freaking crazy expensive. And just one random week I was like, you know what, let's just give it a shot, let's just see, maybe a used bookstore will have a sale. I think I got a good paycheck, that's why I was thinking about it. And then lo and behold, they'd actually been re-released like 2 days beforehand, so I ended up picking them up. And they're called Lord of the White Hell, and they're so good. Like, the characters are just, they're so good. They're good beans, and I love good beans more than any other kind of beans. The only problem was, like, yeah, maybe it's not the most realistic relationship in the world, but at least it's healthy in the fact that, like, it ends nicely. Nobody dies, nobody gets cheated on, nobody gets murdered. Like, come on. That's all we're asking for, fam. It's not really hard to please me, though. I mean, like, as long as there's no incest, Uncle Max, then you're usually pretty safe. Or bestiality, I guess. I'm looking at you, Bear. Alrighty, we just have one more layer of this ear to go. 1, 2, 3, yeah. This one, it's a little, I'm gonna get that all fixed up later. But in the meantime, I'm gonna start folding it. Where's my pins? So when I'm hot gluing, what I do, and this is weird, a lot of people don't do this, but is I stick a needle kind of through the foam just to kind of secure it. And then, again, this is gonna be loud. Air compress it. Fuck. It keeps pushing the straw out. Well, that's what I get for buying dollar store. It's from the dollar store. How good can it be? There's nobody again. I'm alone. It's alright. This is only a short stream, just for like shits and giggles. Although, if I ever feel like a dumbass, like, I just gotta remember, at least I'm not my sister. She had a copy of Haunting Ground that we actually got at a thrift store for like 50 cents back in like fucking 2010, I think. And she did some renovations or cleanup on our house, and she ended up donating it inside of an old PS2. Oh shoot, this one came off. What the fuck? Alright. So if I ever feel dumb, I'm just saying, hey, at least I'm not my sister. No shade. There we go. Just gonna keep the pins on a little longer, I think, because So I just bend them like that, just so they sit nicer. Like it's a lot more natural of a look. Freaking love how floofy and wiggly these ears are, though. Like, oh boy, they're a delight. All right, last layer for this ear. What time is it? Oh yeah, we're doing pretty good. It's been like 20 minutes, and I've already gotten it. Well, it's been half an hour. Half an hour I've gotten an ear done while I've been nattering away. So, in case you're wondering, I just kind of like outline my ears, like where the top point is, so that when I'm shaving them down, I can see where they're gonna blend. Alright. I always keep foam scraps, like large ones like this, because they can be really handy just for like filling in the dumb things. A lot of like little parts of pursuits that they're so dumb, they just need to be filled in. There we go. Yeah, that looks nice. And there's oh hey, a person again. Hello. Wonder if you're just the same person who keeps popping in. I'm not sure, but either way, thank you for joining. I am being very boring. Oh, and you're gone. Dang. We're playing peekaboo, I guess, or something. Whatever the fuck. Aha! So this dude will be for sale as soon as he's done. Should be done in, I don't know, depending on my schedule, 2 weeks? I don't know. These schedules are really crazy. I won't say it's been like a nightmare because it really, as much as I kind of complain about the weeks of hell, they're not that. I just don't have any like motivation when I come home to do like anything. So I kind of like lay in bed and play my DS, which is wonderful. Actually, if any of y'all want to add me, I will leave my friend code up on my next video description. Man, okay, so what's like, I gotta say, like, I think the worst song that was insanely popular from my adventures in high school is definitely For Sure by Medic Droid. Like, don't get me wrong, I will listen to that song and I will fucking groove to that stupid song, but it is an awful, no good, terrible song. And it shouldn't have existed in the first place. I also think Usher was very underrated. Like he wasn't like like clean rap. I mean, he was clean rap for like what rap is, but he actually had a genuinely cool voice too. I don't know. I only listened to like 3 songs by him because they were on much more music before school started at 7:30. Shit, I watched a lot of much more music. There's that one show they had. I can't remember what it's called, but they had like this. It was like a comedy, sketchy show where they had music videos and they would just like roast them. I have no idea what it was called. It's kind of like Cinema Sins, but for music videos. Man, there's always like the same like 3 or 4 people, and then they have like a guest or something. I don't really remember, but some people were funny and some were not. I think this one lady name was Deborah. I remember liking Deborah. I think I don't really remember because I don't really remember what Deborah did, but I remember the show Deborah was on. But her name's Deborah. How do you not like her? She's like an Italian name. I don't know. Much more was that one fucking. You watched it early in the morning before school because there was like quite literally nothing else on, and they always played the same 10 songs. And the much more top 10 was an hour-long show. An hour for 10 songs. Each song's about 3 minutes long. That's a half an hour of music. It was it was a nightmare, man. Like growing up in the early 2000s was a nightmare. Oh dang, I need more magnets. Magnets, how do they work? I'm funny. Shut up. Only God can judge me. I have the power of God and anime on my side. This goes back to the shut up, I'm funny bit. Wait a second. Oh my God, it does. Oh, okay. I just screwed this up kind of. It's fine. I'm used to screwing. Self-deprecating humor. I want to play Sims so bad, but I can't afford all the expansion packs for Sims 4, and I hate playing Sims without everything possible. And I don't own all of Sims 3, even though I really want to. I know it's on Steam, so I want to own them, but so I have all of Sims 2, so it's 2018, still playing Sims 2. I don't know. I guess if y'all want to give me Sims 3 on Steam. I mean, I have the base game. I just want all the expansions because I'm a slut for Sims. Actually, okay, so like I'm not exaggerating. Like in Sims 2 was my fucking life for a long, long time. And what I did is I made a family, and before they had a child, it was an adult man, adult woman. They were married. Before they had a child, I made them raise all of their like skills and interests and stuff. So they had all their medals and whatever. That was fine. But then when they had a child, I noticed his thing was very, 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 very slightly raised. So I was like, okay. So then I made another adult man, adult woman, and made them up their skills before having a child. And they had a child, and its stats were very, 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 very slightly raised. Luckily, those 2 families had a boy, and the other one had a girl. So I was like, all right, let's. I mean, I know in The Sims 2, like you can kind of cheat and hack so that you can, get pregnant man and woman, whatever. But like, they matched, so I didn't have to do any cheating or whatever. So anyway, I made those two Sims fall in love and breed because I am God. Um, but before they did, I had their stats completely upped as well. But they had that natural advantage that they were born with. So I was like, huh. So their child, the grandchildren of the original four Sims, was very slightly above the children. So I was like, all right, like this seems to be a trend. Obviously, there's something going on. So then I made another family. Same thing. I think I ended up eventually with like 70 families in the end. But either way, it just kept going on and on and on and on until and I kept breeding, interbreeding. Like I had fucking charts. Okay, so you know those like shitty Hilroy coil bound like 30-cent back to school notebooks? Fuck, I had one of those that was just covered, like completely filled with my charts for my weird Sims eugenics program. It was it was delightful. And eventually, like this was, I think I skipped school quite a lot. Like I was one of those kids where like as long as I did my homework, my parents would my mom would let me just like not go to school. Um, and I think I spent a solid 3 weeks just playing Sims until they finally bred the perfect child. And 3 weeks may seem like a short amount of time, but I didn't sleep, I didn't eat, I didn't do anything. It was wonderful. I miss it. I'll do it again. Quit my job, play Sims. I've quit a job for worse reasons. Oh, come on. Oh no! There we go. Ear time. What time is it? Ear time. Leo, that's a weird. Oh, nope, 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 no. That ear is not liking it. No, I don't want that. No, no, stay. Let's see how floopsy these ears are. So I'm just gonna hold it until it's Gucci. Alright, there we go. So now that's good. Now this dude has 2 ears. Huh, one is more flopsy than the other, though. That is a problem. Oh no! He demagnetized. Okay, so maybe these magnets. Okay, I'm gonna do a pull test. Okay. So we're gonna do this cleanup. I think what I'm going to do is, like what I normally do, is I put fabric kind of around them so the magnets aren't actually touching each other so they don't pull. Oh. Okay, so they do connect. I'm going to just do another. Kind of do have to be a little accurate though. Okay, we'll fix that. We'll fix that. Maybe I'll put some smaller magnets in between. There we go. Alrighty, so I guess now that that's kind of done, I'm just gonna check all of it because I see he has a whole bunch of pins kind of holding things that were drying because that's what I do. So that seems good. I know this is not actually. Is it attached? Did I attach this? Sorry. Sometimes with jaws, especially smaller ones, I don't attach them right away. I just I hold pin them in place and then I finish up making the head, and then I do the jaw, and then I attach the jaw to the head, and then finish the head. But this one looks like I finished it, which is bizarre because this to me constitutes a smaller jaw. Only things like Dutch angel dragons or bigger canine jaws. Oh, looks like I did attach him. I must not. Okay, I'm probably wanting to do that. So I have one more head base to kind of do. Oh shoot. The pin came off, the head came off, but the pin didn't actually. Before I start furring. So what I'm doing is I'm doing all of the bases first, and then I'm going to start furring each one. That way everyone gets their works in progress, their WFEs in time, instead of me being sidetracked by like working at 3 in the morning for a week, which I don't really work on much, to be honest, because like I don't have a sleep schedule. Okay, come on, shitty pin. What's going on? Oh, frick. Stabbing myself with a pin. There we go. There, throw that one out. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to clean up the cheeks, but and of course do the mouth first. I'm just going to glue that since it tore a little. But otherwise, this head is done. And it'll go into the pile. There's a nice pile of 3 right now. With him, of course. He makes 3. Yeah, you know, I'm going to change this. Oh, yeah, those magnets are coming off. Because I think he should be up a little bit more. Now, I'm not sure if maybe that's just because this ear is heavier. It could be. Yeah, you know what? I think that's the case. I'm just going to try to turn this down a little bit here. Okay, the back of his ear kind of looks a bit janky, but... Oh! Yeah. Okay, so it's still a little lower, but... I don't know. I think... whatever. That's an issue for tomorrow. Yeah. There we go. We'll go down. Oops. He's going down. So kind of before I say he's done, I will wear him. Oh, that one ear, man. I think we're gonna have to redo it. Oh, this is a very comfortable head. Oh man, this one ear is perfect. Like it's so floopsy and wiggly. This one, not so much, but that's okay. Yeah, so this is a very comfortable head. I'm actually really happy with the way this one turned out. Um, but yeah, I hope he is loved by his new owner once he's all done. Cool. I, of course, will fix up the magnet issue I'm having with the one ear. But where did my glasses go? Where did my glasses go? There they are. Alrighty, well, I'm actually gonna now that this head's kind of done, I know guys for another whole day, but I guess I'll end this stream and then I'll come back when I'm working on the next one, I guess.